It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. Tonight, we'll see the Miami Heat playing against the Milwaukee Bucks at BMO Harris Bradley Center. Well, for Milwaukee, they've made a nice push as we've reached the middle part of the schedule. They look like a different team than they did in the early part of the season. And we'll be seeing the Greek freak Giannis Antetokounmpo in tonight's game. Shaq, how good can this kid be?
You know, Ernie, it's rare to see a blend of size and speed as his position. 6'11", 7'3" wingspan. He's a great athlete, and he really can.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. After this game, the Bucks head back out on the road. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
The inability to make threes in that game. They took a lot of them, I think, is why they ended up on the short end.
Sometimes you can make up for poor three-point shooting with a strong inside game, but their inside game just wasn't strong enough.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. Williams, he's in at the point. He's out there with Dwayne Wade. Winslow is out there with Stoudemire. And it's Stokes in at the power forward. Now here's Williams, following the shot by Myers-Leonard. Winslow's shot is off. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Bayless and Wade sends it back. And now here comes Williams leading the break. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Leonard the pass to Middleton. Here's Bayless. Buries the long-range jumper. Bayless has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Williams kicks to Stoudemire. No good. Great D that time from Leonard. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The dish to Monroe. And the shot is good. Monroe's got his first 2 points of the night.
If they think that kind of defense is going to get it done against him, they're mistaken.
Outside Williams. Wade kicks to Williams. Leonard with the steal. It's stolen by Wade. Now here's Williams. He's covered closely, and it's Wade in the corner. Five on the clock. Stoudemire with a screen on Leonard. Wade dishes to Williams. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Williams has got his second bucket tonight. Here is Bayless. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Leonard. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside. Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
The Heat shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Bayless the pass to Monroe. Puts it up from 12. The shot, no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
They were able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
No style points earned for sure, Craig, in that game. But they did hit the big shot when they needed them. And oftentimes it's not what you do as much as when you do it.
Williams kicks to Stokes. It's Williams with the drive. Leonard with the steal. Here is Bayless. Wade is covering. Monroe, no good.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Defense is right there. Passes it to Bayless. He kicks it to Monroe. Inside, Leonard takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Stolen by Monroe. Here's Bayless. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. Screen by Monroe. Antetokounmpo dishes to Monroe. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Bayless. No good on the triple.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Some changes here for the Bucks. Miles Plumlee's checked in. The Heat trail by 7. They've got Jabari Parker. Chris Middleton is out there with Jared Bayless. Then it's Green, and it's Plumlee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Pelicans really delivered. He dropped in 24 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. This outing just the latest from him in what has been an incredible display of basketball.
Good job as always, Doris. Thank you, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
Guys, when he's on, nobody's more fun to watch. And he was definitely on in that game.
Now here's Plumlee. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, adding on to that, they've done a great job of challenging and changing shots in this first half, and they've gotten some blocks as well.
Now here's Middleton following the miss by Freak. Shots good by Middleton. Middleton's got his first points of the night.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting.
Percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Here is Bayless after the basket by Tony Allen. Green with a screen on Williams. Dishes to Middleton. Puts up a three. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. Middleton's got 5 now.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Williams outside. Again, the miss by Williams.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
Here is Bayless. 13 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. And Plumlee kicks to Bayless. Offensive rebound. Green. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
And that put back about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
And Williams, here we go. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
And the Bucks with some changes. Leonard, he's checked in for Miles Plumlee. Monroe comes in for Green. And Giannis Antetokounmpo is subbed in for Parker. And a new group in for the Heat. Stoudemire's checked in for Josh McRoberts. Jarnell Stokes comes in for Johnson. Winslow's checked in for Tony Allen. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Goran Dragic. You're looking at the list of the NBA's top shooters from behind the arc for the past month. Freak is second.
Well, it's not just that he's getting the baskets, Kevin, but he's been doing a great job of getting open for a shot. So it's a combination of making shots, but before that, getting himself open to take the shots.
It's all about Antetokounmpo. Oh, and here we go. Bayless got the fast break chance. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Wade. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here is Bayless. Wade is covering. Here's Monroe. Williams with the block. And the rejection by Monroe.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And Bayless kicks to Leonard. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. Bayless has got 4 assists in the game.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Now, Antetokounmpo following the three-point attempt by Freak. From the wing. And it's Miami with the rebound. Stoudemire's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Wade passes to Williams. Wade against Middleton. The 11-footer. And there's Dwayne Wade on the assist by Williams. Wade's got his 2nd bucket tonight. Milwaukee leading by 16. 56 seconds left in the second quarter. There's the feed to Monroe. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Monroe's got 6. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the half. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Williams with the ball. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
And so it's Milwaukee now. The Heat trail by 18, and he gets it to go.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided.
Well, obviously things have not gone your way to this point, at least through the first 2 quarters. How are you guys going to get back in this one?
Well, it's a game of runs, right? They came out strong, got hot from the floor, which allowed them to build this lead. But I think we'll be able to make a run of our own when we come out of half. Guess we'll see.
Let's hope you...
And as we begin the second half, see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Bayless. He has 15 points and 2 steals. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he has the ball and when he doesn't.
Clark, you love the fact that he's a terrific distributor, but also, how about those defensive instincts? That's also been excellent today.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Williams, he's in at point guard. He's out there with Dwayne Wade. Stoudemire out there with Winslow. And it's Stokes in the power forward position. Monroe, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Nobody near Williams. And he gets it to go from the corner. Williams has got the first bucket of the third here for the Heat. Bucks leading by 14. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Takes it from 10. Bounces high off the rim and drops. That's now 8 points for Greg Monroe. The Heat shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Outside Williams. Wade on the wing, defended by Middleton, and it's Williams finishing it off.
And you can tell he's hungry, because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same, not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. I mean, he can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
The Heat trail by 16. Fires from 14. And that one hits back iron. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Middleton kicks to Monroe. Leonard with the ball. Stokes there. The pass to Bayless. 6 to shoot. And he banks in the layup. Bayless has got 17.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Wasted no time on that one. 15 points for Williams.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on a roll and knock him down.
Here is Bayless. 17 points in the game. Screen by Monroe. Releases from 15. They get it back. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Bucks leading by 17, and the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem.